Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Vulcan Raceway for episode 3 of the Mini Mayhem head-to-head league. Last week we actually got the first races underway and it left out that in joint first place we had the Crazy Canuck and the Commish. They were both 2 and none. Oh no, yeah. And then we had 1 and 1. We had Cuboid, Moose, Candy Rain, the Zombie, James Sterling, and Matthew Harding, all on 1 and 1. So Car B, Car C were tied for first. Car A, D, E, H, I, and J were tied in the middle, and in joint last place were the 2 vans, Car F, which is Mason Storm, and Car G, which is a Kari Ring. And we'll see how this week works out. So, all races are won and done. Let's get over to the draw. Here we go with the Mini Mayhem episode 3 draw. First race is Car B, which is Crazy Canuck from the A team over in Canada versus Car A, which is Cuboid from 4 Cubed Racing. Car G versus Car F. Car J versus Car H. Car E versus Car I. Car C versus Car D. First bag done. Second bag. Car I versus Car F. Car A versus Car E. Car D versus, it's running away from me, Car G. Car C versus Car B. And to finish off with, we have Car J, which is Matthew Harding from WCDC Racing in New Zealand, versus Car H, which is the Zombie from Elst Racing in America. This concludes the episode 3 draw. Track overview time. Not a lot's changed, a bit more work's going on getting the garage sorted out. Got our track sponsors, Raven Customs, the BERCC, 4 Cubed Racing, Tom Lee RC, and John at Modelmatic, who's standing up in the stands there, and there's the track owner watching on. So the Vulcans have been switched round. Security team watching our last champion. Oh, Keldon's hanging out by the Raven Customs. Hopefully we don't have any vehicles come anywhere close to him and he's nice and safe. Track safety teams are ready. Flying Fenman's looking after the prize Mini. I need to get to a position where I can start things off. But tomorrow on Sharky's Garage there will be an announcement. A gift back to the Diecast Racing community. That will also be mirrored onto the UK 164th Diecast Racing group. Something that any track owner or anybody that's building a track will be interested in. I'll leave it at that. So they're all matched up in the first pairs. Car B versus Car A, Car G versus Car F, Car J versus Car H, Car E versus Car I, Car C versus Car D. We'll get them set up to the top and then we'll get down to the racing. First up at the top of the ramp we've got Car B versus Car A. Car B is the Colour Shifters Mini Cooper in yellow and green, driven by the Crazy Canuck of the A team from Canada. He's on the right hand side as he's coming towards us, and on the left hand side is the British Horsepower Morris Mini, orange with a white roof. This is on Real Riders, driven by Cuboid of 4 Cubed Racing. Let's see how they go. And that was a win for the Colour Shifters there, with a time of 2.1. Next up, we've got Car G versus Car F. Car G is the Hotworks Cityworks 67 Austin minivan, the red with the white roof, driven by Hikari Rin of Raven Customs. He's coming towards us on the right hand side of the screen. On the left hand side of the screen will be the other Austin minivan, the yellow one with the black roof, driven by Mason Storm of Essex Hurricanes. This will mean that they will get at least one win under their belt, whichever one of them wins this. Clear win there for Kari Rin in the red, and that was with a time of 1.9. Race 3 at the top of the ramp now. We've got cars J and car H. Car J is the 1964 1275S Austin Mini Cooper Blue, driven by Matthew Harding of WCDC Racing Team. And car H is the China base 617 Mini Cooper cream with a black roof, driven by the Zombie of Else Racing from the USA. A nice win there by Matthew Harding with a time of 2.2. Now I think I've had this match up before, but we shall see. At the top of the ramp now we have, coming towards us on the right hand side of the screen, will be Candy Rain of the Essex Hurricanes in her Snowstormers Morris Mini, the pearl light blue. And on the other side, we have got James Sterling from Gravity Track Grand Prix in Australia in his Matchbox 1964 Austin Mini Cooper. That one's light blue. I'm sure we've had these two light blue ones race off before. We'll see what happens. And that's a win there for James Sterling in a time of 2.0. Okay, so due to my error there is no finish line camera footage for race 4 car E versus car I, but it did end up with a clear win there for car I in a 2.0. Last up at the first half, race 5, we have car C versus car D. Car C is the Commish in the blue car, which is my favourite looking car in the competition and my top tip for the competition. And the green one, that is, I think that's Moose, isn't it? Yes, it is Moose from GITB Racing over in the USA. So it's America versus America, both 34 grams, both equal. Let's see what happens here. Equal all the way down, and Moose just takes it on the line. Okay, starting off the second half, we got car I versus car F. Car I is James Sterling from Gravity Track Grand Prix. He just won his last race, and he is racing off against car F, which is Mason Storm with the Essex Hurricanes in the yellow Austin minivan. Now let's hope that Mason Storm can get his first win here. We'll see how this goes down. And a nice clear win there again for James Sterling. Mason Storm beaten yet again. Mate, Mason, you really need to pull something out of the bag here, otherwise you're not going to be you're going to be losing your place on the Essex Hurricanes. I've heard that there's talk of it, so really need to pull it out of the bag now. At the top of the ramp now we have car A versus car E. Car A is Cuboid in the Real Riders orange and white roof, 4 Cubed Racing, and car E is Candy Rain from Essex Hurricanes in the Snowstormers Morris Mini. We'll see how this one goes down. And that is a win there for Cuboid, doing a nice pull in front of Candy Rain to get the win with a time of 2.2. Oh, the previous race was won in a 2.0, so car I won in a 2.0, and here car A is won in a 2.2. Moving on to race 8, we've got car D versus car G. Car D is Moose from GITB Racing in the green Morris Mini versus Mr. Hikari Rin, our current reigning champion, in the red with the white roof Austin minivan. So Hikari is on the left hand side as he's coming towards you. Moose is on the right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, and nobody gets across the line. Something happened there. Both cars got taken out. We'll pause it there and we'll check everybody. So closest to the line we have Moose. He appears to be okay. They've got him in the back of the ambulance. We're checking him over. Hikari's on this side. It's taken him a little while longer to get him out, but he's all okay. He's got his thumb up at people, so we're all there. We'll see how this goes, make sure they're checked over, and then we will reset and see if we can go again. Here we go for the reset. And that's a clear win there by Moose. Hikari comes in second. That time there is 2.1, a win for Moose. On to race 9. At the top of the track we've got cars C and B. Car C is the Commish in the blue Morris Mini. And car B is the Crazy Canuck from the A team in the Mini Cooper, the yellow and green one, the colour changer. The colour changer will be on the left hand side as they come towards you, and the Commish is in the blue car on the right hand side coming towards you. Nice clear win there by the Commish with a time of 1.9. So win for the Commish with a time of 1. Last race of the day. Race 10, and actually a carbon copy of race 3, because we have car J versus car H. They're both on the same lanes. Car J is Matthew Harding from WCDC in the 1275S Austin Mini Cooper, the dark blue one. And on the other side is car H, which is the Zombie from Else Racing in the USA. Can the Zombie pull this back to make it 1-1, or will Matthew Harding make it 2-0 today? And that's 2-0 for Matthew Harding, this time with a time of 2.1. It's a win for Matthew Harding in a time of 2.1. So there we go, folks. That's it for today. Let's run through today's winners and losers. We currently have 5 cars tied for first place. Got Crazy Canuck, the Commish, Moose, James Sterling and Matthew Harding. So Crazy Canuck went 1 and 3 to go 3 and 1 with a time of 2.1. The Commish went 1 and 1 to go 3 and 1 with a time of 1.9. Moose went 2 and 0 to go 3 and 1 with a best time of 2.0. James Sterling went 2 and 0 to go 3 and 1 with a best time of 2.0. Matthew Harding went 2 and 0 to go 3 and 1 with a best time of 2.1. Middle of the field we have Cuboid in car A, the real rider. He did a 1 and 1 again, so he's 2 and 2 with the best time today, or his winning time today was 2.2. In joint 7th place, all on 1 and 3, we went Candy Rain went 0 and 2 to go 1 and 3. Hikari Rin got a final win, our reigning champion, in that red Austin minivan. He went 1 and 1 to give him 1 and 3 with a time of 1.9. And the Zombie, he went 0 and 2 to go 1 and 3, tying up the joint 7th place 3 people. And in last place, the man who's likely to lose his drive for the Essex Hurricanes, Mr. Mason Storm in car F. He went 0 and 2 again to go 0 and 4 overall. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to do the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you all again next time.